Hello, welcome to Try Animes. It's another week AmiAmi pre-order review. This will be from the 15th to the 20th of May 2023. Let's get straight into it. Azure Lane Arc Royal 1/7 figure. This is a very nice looking Azure Lane figure. They seem to be blowing these out of the park, to be honest. And this is by Oriental Forest, so I don't know how good they are overall in terms of the quality, but it looks pretty good in the promos. That's 39,080 yen, discounted by over 5,000 yen, nearly 6,000 yen discount. This looks like a very nice looking figure. If you're into Azure Lane and you play the game a lot, or you have played the game a lot, maybe you're out of it. There's definitely a lot to like about this figure, with it being a wedding dress, a very elegant figure overall, and it's be a very nice centerpiece to one of your displays. I think definitely worth it for the price. It's top quality as long as the paint matches the end product, matches what is here on the prototype pictures, then it should be really good. There's nothing. Well, I love the effect of it, the way it droops over, obviously over her figure, and the dress looks amazing. Yeah, it's a great looking figure. Not for me personally, not for the price, but there's only certain Azure Lane figures that I like, and this is a single shipment only, so you'd have to get it individually, unfortunately. No lumping it in with other figures. Artifacts, Card Captor Sakura, Kunamoto. If you're into Card Captor Sakura, which I think a lot of people are, and you've missed out on like the E-Stream Card Captor Sakura and a couple of other figures, this is another one that you can possibly get by Takara Tomy. This is 15,000 yen, so it's a very good price. Looks like it matches spot on. It's a very good looking figure. The price you can't really moan at, really. It's very simple. There's not like tons of shading. There could be more shading on the dress and on the wings, but apart from that, it's a very cute figure to have in your collection, especially if you're Sakura Card Captor collector. Nakomi Illustrations Midwinter Strategy Complete by Union Creative. This one's another one of the figures that we've been seeing a bit from Union Creative, of these girls in sort of very high-end dress or very fancy dresses, very nice looking dresses, and obviously having a stall or something like that. So they're out at a party or some sort of bar having a good time. And these look very good, especially if you're going for that sort of theme. If you're theming your shelves like that, and you're having other figures that are similar attire to this, then it'll be probably worth getting. 22,400 yen. It's not a bad price. There's good shading on the dress. I think everything looks good overall. Bar stools looks pretty plain, but there's some metallic work going on there, so it looks pretty good overall, and the hair looks very nice. So yeah, there's nothing to moan about here. Kelly Cole Fate Stay Night Heavens Feel Saber Alter Kimono. If you're a Saber stan, then this will be one probably a lot of people will definitely want to get. It's also resale, so people probably already got it. 21,120 yen. So if you missed out, then you can get it again. I thought I seen this already out. It's a very good looking figure. The kimono looks great on her. I'm not a big Fate Stay fan, but they do a lot of Saber figures, obviously, and this is a very good one, especially considering it's not her in a battle attire or anything like that. It's her in a kimono, and kimono figures are generally quite nice because they're unique. They're a bit more unique they are, and they're very Japanese. But a very good looking figure. I love the decals. They look really good. The umbrella just adds a bit, I think, to it as well, rather than just being her standing in the standard kimono. I think the way they're twirling the umbrella and having the kimono draped all over is really good. Sov Birovitz Mega Man Complete. This is just a Mega Man. Because I saw it was Mega Man, there might be someone out there who obviously likes Mega Man and would possibly want to get this. It's very simple, obviously, action for toy for 9,350 yen. It's just if you're a Mega Man fan, or you have a collection of Mega Man stuff, then there's a Mega Man toy out there for you to get. Beastar, Danganronpa, Trigger, Happy Havoc, Kyoto, Kirigi, Bearleg version quarter scale. So it's the Bearleg version for 26,400 yen by Fren. I think they know people will probably be buying the Bearlegs more so now, and waiting for the Bearleg skin figures, the Bearleg figures to come out. To be honest, that's her posterior. Looks like her hair's not there. I don't know if that's if her hair. I guess is detachable. In terms of them shipping it. I did not know that before, but yeah, she looks very nice. If you're big into Danganronpa, then it'll be possible, and you like this character, possibly worth getting. Price is pretty good as well overall for quarter scale. She looks really good, and I think I think she looks better actually in Bearleg than with the stockings on there, and it's not one of the standard freeing figures that has, that's just a standard bodysuit. It's obviously a bit more unique with the gloves and the boots. Makes it look a lot better overall, I think, compared to other freeing bunny figures. Fairy Tail Final Series Urza Scarlet 1/8. So it's 1/8 Urza scale by Belfine, 34,810 yen. This looks, I think, quite good actually. The shading looks spot on for it, and the metallics look really nice on her armor, and I'm loving the flag as well. And the face expression suits her very well. There's no problems with it, I don't think. Oh, and this is, so it looks like you got her in a battle outfit and her in her casual outfit as well. I think the armor just comes off, so because it looks like the skirt's the same positioning. So you have different arms and different, and the armor piece come off. So actually, there's two pretty good figures actually overall. It does for them to incorporate that sort of, to incorporate the parts that can be removed basically and change the figure up completely. 24,900 yen is very unusual for this price, so it's really good. Definitely worth picking up if you're into Fairy Tail and you haven't got an Urza figure. This one's a bit weird. Dragon Princess Warrior Cleese 1/7 scale by DCTER, 23,000 yen. This one is, I think, got a very unique style, I suppose, with her having a saddle on her back. It's very alluring. I do like the oval figure. I think the saddle does take away from it. I think if they just did her as her without the saddle and the mouth guard, I don't think it's supposed to be, I guess, a dragon girl, and her master is supposed to be, or the rider is also supposed to ride on her back. So it's a very unique take on a dragon rider aspect. But yeah, no, this looks. I do like the shading on the legs, and over the skin, like the skin tones and everything looks great. I'm guessing that's just her skin, basically, rather than it being like a skin tight suit. And then you've got obviously the garments and stuff, the saddle that cover up the essential bits, for it to not be too too NSFW, I guess. Base is a bit simple, but I think you're buying her for her figure and for her pose and what she's basically, and for the saddle, I suppose, if you're wanting that sort of thing. I think they should do another version of her, but without the saddle. The figure itself looks brilliant, just the saddle, I think, ruins it for me, and I think a lot of other people have had that ruined as well for them. Marion Eri illustration by Watto, 1/4 scale by Lovely. So this is a 2/4 scale figures for not for the price of one, but for the price of two, 78,900 yen on a bench, and they they are cast off. So if you are into cast off and you want 2/4 scales on a bench and you got a space, then you can put them. Then this is a figure possibly for you. It's a lot of money though, but it is 2/4 scales, so you expect this to be spending about 40,000 yen per quarter scale, especially if they're cast off. And Lovely have done pretty good work with these sorts of figures before, explicit or cultured figures. But I do like them overall. I think based on the art as well, it does look like them overall. I do like it, but it's just a bit simple. It's not. Don't know them. Obviously, they're not from an anime. I think they're an original. They're an OC. Both of them are. So they're very good. They look very nice, but it's not for me. I don't think. Maybe if they were cheap, much cheaper, like 60,000 yen for them, then I would possibly get them. I'll just have to wait and see. Gen 24. You never know. They might be heavily discounted if they didn't sell through them. Nendroid is Azure Lane Cheshire. And there's a DX version as well, which comes with extra equipment. So you get the equipment, some extra faceplates, and extra pieces compared to the standard one. And I think for the investment, the 1500 yen, you're better off getting the DX version. Just because with it being an Android, and it'll hold its value more, so having the extra parts as well. So yeah, Azure Lane Android, not my sort of thing, but you get all the effect parts and whatnot. So it looks really good overall. If you're into an Androids and you're into Azure Lane, then you get this 8,230 yen, or the standard version for 6,700 yen, which just very few bits and pieces, but there's a couple of faceplate expressions. Depends on how tight you are, I suppose, on your budget. Uzaki-chan wants to hang out. Double Suki Uzaki bunny version on quarter scale. So this is Uzaki's mother in a bunny suit, pink bunny suit. Very attractive, very good figure. And there they are both together. So if you've got or if you've already got Uzaki, you probably do want to get this one. Get her mum as well. It's 31,900 yen, so it's been discounted by a fair bit actually. So for quarter scale with tights, it's a good price overall. And with Freeing's figure, it's good. It's a box standard bunny figure though, really, isn't it? It's the problem with Freeing. I wish they would do more unique takes on the bunny suit and unique poses, and at least then that would make them a lot more worth the investment rather than just having the bunny suit tax, I guess you could say, with Freeing figures these days. Hatsune Miku NT style casual wear version. Good smart company, 20,700 yen. That's been discounted quite a bit, hasn't it? For 4,000 yen. It's a Hatsune Miku figure in a dress with in a, I guess, outgoing outfit with clear, semi-clear skirt or dress long skirt. Very pretty. Shading on the hair looks great. I think everything looks great on this. Base is obviously pretty bland, but you're buying it as a Miku figure. Not into Miku really overall, but this is a very nice looking Miku figure, and there's tons of them out there. So I think you'll know if this will suit your collection or not. Especially if you're theming shells. This is more of a casual outerwear theme version. Artworks Monsters Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal number 107 Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon complete figure. 42,000. This is by Mega House. So they've been doing a lot of these Yu-Gi-Oh! Main character MC monsters that they use in the anime. So this is a very good looking figure. More of a, I guess, action figure really than an actual figure, but the paint job looks great. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be pretty massive with those wings. Probably that's why it's single shipment only. If you're into Yu-Gi-Oh! And this is if this is your favourite main character, if you like Zexal and is your favourite of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, and you like the Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon, then you can get the figure. Pop-Up Parade, Stones Gate, Kurisu Makise, complete figure. There's a couple of Kurisu figures that are quite nice, and if you're on a budget and you can't afford obviously the full scale figures, then the Pop-Up Parade got you covered, which is really good. She looks fine. The shading actually on the jacket looks actually impeccable, I think, overall. That could just be down to the lighting. Possibly is. That's a bit blown out there with the extra lighting coming from the front. So I think your lighting will change how I think the overall figure looks. But overall, the shading you see on the jacket here looks good. There's plenty of shading on there, and the tights look great. She looks great overall for Pop Parade. 4,080 yen. Just hopefully that's with it being these being prototype pictures. Hopefully the final product is as good as that in terms of the paint quality. Pop up race, but hit and miss sometimes. Elf Villager, third Villager Rinchia Vertex. So it's going to be another re-release of them. They've done a couple of runs of these Vertex have done of each of the Villager girls. And they've been so did the odd new one here and there. So if you've missed out, you can get her. Or if you're starting out your Elf Village collection like I am, I've only got 2 so far. 18,700 yen, pretty good price. Comes out August 2023. So get a cast-off figure. Looks very nice, and there is a version, like a deluxe version, which has the grass base. The ones I've got aren't deluxe versions, so I'll just get them. Depending on you, if you want them all to match, get them so they're all the same. They're either the deluxe version or they're the non-deluxe version with the base. And the deluxe one I think comes with some extra pieces as well. Exclusive, so Knives Out Agent Nikishia. This was by NetEase Games. This is from one of NetEase Games. One of the games. There's a character from one of their games. So Knives Out. 19,600 yen. NetEase is interesting seeing them get out on doing a figure. She looks pretty good overall, but I think the quality. I think there's more effort put into the lower part of the dress, basically where she sits, of shading and colouring than her actual outfit. It seems like I think she detaches from that and she just basically sits and rests on there and then has her back pull up to the back of the base, most likely. That's what it's up. But as you can see, like it goes from white to a pearl, like a pinkish hue at the end here. So there's definitely better shading on there, but there's not really anything on her. Just looks fine if you're into the Knives Out game. Then there's a figure for out, and I'm guessing we're going to see more of these coming out as well. And that's it for the week from the 15th to the 20th of May. Please comment, subscribe, and just let me know if there's anything else I can do to any other content you think I can do in the future if you want my opinion on it. Thank you very much, and I shall catch you next time.